You grew up in an entrepreneurial environment with your parents but didn't know how to capitalize on it until you went to business school. Jehan Hamedi is founder and president of AdHark, and welcome to Langugage of Business.
Thank you.
What is a streaming marketing recommendations company?
So AdHark is the first and only company that provides data-driven marketing recommendations on demand, anytime and anywhere you need them. Our first product, Cuckoo, is the world's first task advisor for marketing. And what I mean by a task advisor is a software tool that uses data analytics to make personalized recommendations for certain tasks in marketing, like choosing the right type of content to share with the target audience, the right colors, the right videos, the right length of your posts. All of this is data-driven.
How is that different than what's happening now?
So what's really unique about our tool is we have patented technology that analyzes fluctuations in audiences on social networks. What I mean by an audience is a group of social media users. So when we look at how groups of people interact and share different types of content, when they share that content, and who they tend to interact with most often, we can statistically determine the best and most effective ways to engage them.
And why do you think then it's going to be disruptive?
I think it's really disruptive because this is the first time in history that you can pick a target audience, regardless of how large your company is, and peel back the layers and kind of pull back the barriers and be able to identify what really will interest them. And it's something that democratizes marketing for all businesses, whether you're a consumer brand like Estee Lauder or Gillette, or if you're a retailer like TJ Maxx, or if you're the Boston Celtics trying to grow fan engagement. There is a data-driven way to more effectively reach your target audience.
Do you get credit for eyeballs moving from point A to point B, or purchases?
So what we're principally looking at is the concept of engagement. So that is the interactions that people are making with your content. So what we're doing is we're identifying the attributes of really successful content in a particular group of people, and we're recommending the ways for you to calibrate your messages and tune these attributes to be more effective at driving that level of engagement.
Your parents were entrepreneurial, and then you got to Boston University's Questrom School of Business. How did you join the two together?
So I'm originally from Wisconsin, and I moved to the East Coast to attend BU. And I studied marketing and business law at BU, and I was also a teaching assistant for 3 years. And what really got me into marketing were my parents. My parents are both small business owners. They own a small contract manufacturing business in Wisconsin. But they had always struggled with marketing. They didn't have a traditional marketing background and little experience in that area, and have an extremely strong reputation with their customers, but had always operated a referral business. Building a brand and getting inbound leads was something very new to them. And so they sent me to business school to study marketing so that marketing would be an asset of mine, not an Achilles heel. If
you had to repeat your BU experience again, what would you have changed?
I really enjoyed my BU experience. I was a really studious kid for 4 years, and I mean, BU has a culture of innovation. There are so many wonderful opportunities there. And I'm really proud of my time. But if I could go back and do it all over again, I think I would have gotten involved with startups at a very early stage. So, freshman, sophomore year, I would have tried to seek out different startups and kind of opportunities on campus to get exposed to business fundamentals and in a variety of different industries. Because when you're working at a startup, you see how the business works. Whether it's a failed enterprise or a successful one, you can understand and really make a quantifiable impact on the business. And it wasn't until my junior year that I got into startups and really started learning about software businesses, which are interesting to me. But that's one thing I would have done.
Before AdHark, you were an advisor to a coffee startup. How has that helped you?
I was an advisor to coffee. I was also an advisor to a movie quoting app. And they were really interesting experiences because it helped me to think through a go-to-market strategy for a consumer product. And that was something that I hadn't studied in school. It was something that's a little different than what I'm doing now. We're a B2B software company. But it helped me understand brand building, fundraising components, as well as understanding how to monetize an app in different ways. So provided a really rich experience, and I worked directly with the CEOs who were mentors as well.
Jehan, thank you.
Thank you.
Jehan Hamedi, founder and president of AdHark.